Hello there, chocolate muffins. In 2022, I was posting many Bitcoin bottom signals. I am bullish on the whole industry, and I don't like to use the word bottom, but man, they threw them at me and everybody ran away. Everybody. I was the only body here as your friend who was showing you so many things that I could see. I was absorbing it and I was letting you know, oh, this is so hard to ignore. This was at the FTX bottom. Okay, it was actually down here. So you can see this. See these red candles? It was down here. So you can actually go down. You can actually zoom in. You can see this FTX collapse. Everybody was saying, oh, it's over. Look what I was posting, friends. It's actually very interesting. This guy, I think he went on Joseph Rogan's podcast, and he was talking to my buddy Joseph, saying Bitcoin's price is going negative. It was on a podcast. Maybe it was another one. Maybe it was Peter McCormack. Either way, just somewhere famous was saying, yeah, Bitcoin's price, dude, is going negative somewhere. Okay. Very interesting. And I'm like, dude, like literally negative numbers. He said Bitcoin's price is actually going negative because of some carbon pricing. I was like, wait a minute. This looks like really irrational. There was also these posts. Somebody, Paulie Gravy, said, a person I have known for more than 10 years who I consider trustworthy is convinced that cryptocurrency economy will shortly experience a systemic risk. I don't know anything concrete, but if I were exposed, I would be concerned. Right at the bottom. He literally bottom ticked it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I bought some more. Thank you very much. So many bottom signals I have for you, friends. So many. Crazy, okay? So many bottom signals for you. I was just posting these time and time again. I was looking there was just so many articles coming. I mean, look at this. This was also another influencer saying, HODL sucks, man. You're an idiot if you HODL. Yes. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Send them in. So many articles. Here we go. Thank you for sending them all over. Look at this beautiful, just a wealth of information. All right. So here was another one. Another influencer on YouTube saying waterfall formation, we're going 7,000 or 14,000. They said like 14,000. They said, good luck if we stop there. We're going to 7,000. All right. Here I am even mentioning to you. I haven't seen one person say 20,000. Not one. Look at this date, friends. You can't make this up. I'm literally here saying, hey, I see a lot of newbies. See you later. Join the friendship train. We're going all stations to Pump City. Have a look at this, right? And it was also interesting, you know what they were saying? They said the end is within next 3 months. So this reminded me of the Bitcoin top. You know why it reminded me? Is because everybody said, okay, I think it's the end of the bull market soon, but we're going to hit 100K and then we're going to come back down. So you got to learn this. When people have a prediction and they believe it's going to then reverse, it usually means it's priced in. It usually means all the retailers are thinking that same way too. So that's the reality of what happens at these extremes. Okay, it's actually very cool to see. So there are also capitulations here going on right now. I have many for you, friends. But something interesting, HEX right now, capitulation. You know, so to let you know what I'm doing in my portfolio, I got enough link. I'm happy with the size. ChainLink is super cheap. These are 2-week candles. I mean, ChainLink has been going sideways for how long? You know, a lot of people, when HEX started going up a bit at the beginning of this year in PulseChain, people started messaging me saying, hey, you're an idiot. You should rotate all your link to HEX or whatever. And I was saying, look, man, sorry, sir, friend, madam, you don't know what you're talking about because ChainLink, you see it as not moving, but ChainLink from the top only dropped 90%. Okay, it's only down 87%. If ChainLink matched HEX's damage, disastrous damage, let me bring you down to 98%. Okay, look how far it would go down. Oh my God, $1.20. Wow. So that's how far ChainLink would be if it was HEX right now. Bang. Okay, that's the damage it would be. So HEX is down here. Its capitulation is down here, but look where ChainLink is. So it's the difference between, I know you're going to laugh, but if you had $100 up the top, you have $13 in ChainLink. But everybody who's holding the top from HEX, you got $2. One person's got $13, the other person's got $2, okay? So a lot of people, they might say, oh, but we can rally harder. Yeah, maybe. But if we go back to where ChainLink is, you got to do like a 6x. So don't do anything now. I'm just letting you know it helps to be in a few places at once, okay? I did not shake my belief anywhere. I'm like, you know what? I'm happy with the size. That's it. Sweet, okay? So look, it helps. It really does help. So you get to see now, you can't go all in on everything, all right? Everything I said about how PulseChain would launch and how we're going to get the scam chart and how it's going to be a scam painting and how everything weird's going to happen, it's happening. It doesn't feel so good, does it? People get to buy our sacrifice prices cheaper, even though the bridge is unclogged, even though everything's going on, okay? So you get to see a lot of these events are to sell the news, all right? Now, I'm not selling the news, of course, holding, but you get to be grounded a bit, all right? You get to be grounded. Now, capitulation. So remember, back to this chart. Okay, I just showed you HEX is down here. So it's like if ChainLink went down to $1.20, sweet. I don't want to use the words all in, but yeah, basically you got to go all in. You know what I mean? So HEX is the equivalent of something down here. Now, I know technically it's not because it's actually got the stock split effect. But it would be ChainLink at about $2.50. It would be about ChainLink up here. Okay, so that's really, if you want to be like really intellectually honest, it's about here. But hey, that's dead. that's dead. Okay, or is it? All the soy sippers, the soy drinkers, the low testosterone people, they are making the articles. Now, I just gave you the premise of, hey, I saw the Bitcoin capitulations, everything went out. I didn't buy Bitcoin. I bought everything that's going to go faster. Look at this, okay? You're going to remember this, all right? When journalists come to boast, it's time to get aggressive. That's it. When they come to boast, it's time to get aggressive. Now, if they come to boast about your death, you got to buy. If they come to boast that you are now the king, you are the king of the fluffy slipper empire, and you say, yes, you have the fluffiest slippers of all. You say, well, what about my posture? They go, wow, and you got the straightest back, and you got the squeakiest chair. You say, okay, that sounds too good to be true. I've got to rotate out. We are just doing the polar opposite of that. They're not saying we are the king of the fluffy slipper empire. They are saying we can't even afford fluffy slippers. That's what they're saying right now. Okay, this is the best part. So more mid-curvers are coming out to write paragraphs on websites to cheer the death of a coin. So here I am telling you, it doesn't even matter. They're cheering HEX. Who cares? They're cheering the death. All right, put them in my shopping trolley. I will now walk to the counter. I will whistle to everybody and see you later, suckers. I'm out of here. All right, I'm collecting. This is what you want. This is what I love seeing. Make it easy, okay? They got it wrong on Bitcoin. They'll get it wrong on HEX. So now you know the context behind my post here, okay? PulseChain ecosystem is very cheap. You can buy anything you want. You can buy Pulse, PulseX, EHEX, PHEX. I don't really care. I've like concentrating my bet on the EHEX. I own all of them, but just adding more bullets to EHEX because I can just identify it, okay? You can keep telling me it's going to zero. You can have your 3-hour debates. It's okay. I've set my bets up. That's fine. If it does go to zero, who cares? All right, whatever. So you can see this. I've even got, this is my part, bottom signal. Say, Richard Hart's Pulse launch flops. Users stranded. HEX crashes. Thank you for making it easy, baby dolls. I mean, I love that. I love them. So even Georgie Boys, he says, yep, I saw it. I wish people would shush. But I mean, I'm like telling you, these are the guaranteed appearances at the bottom of deep red monthly candles. See, Georgie, we need these people here. We need these people to actually appear because it is like the ultimate confirmation. This is what I want to say. It's like, thank you. Like, I wasn't really needing your confirmation, but man, when you put your article right here, thank you very much. You've made my job it went from super easy to like extremely easy, all right? You give me infinite health at this point, all right? And here we have Sir T-Bird here saying as well, massive bottom signal. This is exactly what we're looking at, Mr. Like here, okay? So much juice and information here for you. And here I am. There's even more, friends. There's so many, okay? I'm just letting you know, okay? I'm being honest. It's like the universe just wants to hand you or me the most free buy of all time. Like let's say if it goes to zero, okay, you lost everything. But if it goes up, asymmetric. Have a look at this, okay? Remember back to the link chart? They are now fighting where this box is, okay? So I'll redraw this box. So this is the best part. HEX is down here, all right? Let's say EHEX, PHEX stay parity. They let me buy ChainLink. They're letting me buy basically ChainLink at $2, okay? So if I just get back to where ChainLink is now, I'm up a triple. This is 235%. That's 3.3x. If I get back to the equivalent of ChainLink's high, I get a 23x. That's right. EHEX and PHEX, 25 cents each. Thank you very much. That is huge. Hello. Hello, baby doll friends. Look at you, chocolate muffin. We're just straight back. Have a look at that. And thank you for being a little soy boy, soy sipper, to confirm for me that you don't have the sultanas to allocate a tiny little bit. Even that. That's what I want to see. All right. So I've got to reaffirm here. Soy drinkers. They make bottom signal articles about HEX, PulseChain. Right on cue. It's like I've been waiting for something. Mr. Silvertooth capitulated. Here come the articles. Wow. You know what I mean? Bang, bang. This is free money. This is, and look, you're not going to see this all the time. This is once a year. Okay. Once a year. Okay. Once a year. And you might not even be having the cojones to pull the trigger the next time it happens in something else. Okay. So here I am. I bought more HEX today. That's what I'm doing. I've got the prices here. I can quote these in the future, right? The HEX 1.2 cents, really? All right, sweet. Make your articles like you're just asking for it, right? So here's the article. The PulseChain sideshow tent is collapsing. By the way, a lot of Bitcoin maxis saw this and they started. I got some sad news for them because HEX is still outperforming Bitcoin even with a 96% collapse. Like that's how bad your coin can't move. That's how late cycle Bitcoin is. That HEX, after dropping 96%, is still beating you. What's wrong with you guys? I'll tell you what's wrong with them. Nothing. They're not wrong. They're smart. They are now getting everybody to be exit liquidity for them. That's what they are, okay? So this is so many juicy things to come here for you. So the universe is teasing me by Mr. Davey Black. Watch, as soon as I buy more, it's going to be at all-time highs. Thank you very much. I just want to see this optimistic attitude. So, you know, when this article came out, many Bitcoin maxis appeared on my Twitter feed and they were doing anti-HEX posts, okay? So look at this, HEX BTC chart, HEX still up 1,250%. Now this used to be 100x, okay? It's only up 13x now, but it dropped like 80, 95%, okay? So this is with the 95% drop, okay? Here I am. Just to reaffirm to you, if you're new here, baby dolls, most Bitcoin maxis call Ethereum a scam. So it's cope. So they actually call Vitalik, with his big brain, they actually call him a scam. They call Ethereum a pre-mined scam. They say proof of stake is for sinners. It's impure. Yes. You can read all about it. I've made so many videos about it. It's true. They really do say that, okay? But I'll say thank you very much. I will be a buyer of the scams that you declare. Thank you very much. I want to let you know Bitcoin has actually done a 0% for 900 days. I'm not even making this up. It actually is. It's 0% for 900 days. Yes, 900 days ago, Bitcoin was exactly the same price as it is now. That's a late adoption cycle, okay? That's late adoption. You got a country to buy it. You got Elon Musk to talk about it. You got a Bitcoin spot ETF. You're calling yourself the best thing. We're not early anymore, man. I want to be early. Hello. I wish I want to be early, all right? So I think PulseChain is going to help the next leg up for HEX. That's great. And even I've shown this collapsed chart. You can even see I thought this channel was going to go up, but hey, the channel went down. This is why I don't always play off this TA. I don't care. Yeah, woohoo, but send it down. Sweet, I'll buy. You want to give me these prices? I'll take them. That's fine. It's here. Not everybody's pulling the trigger, but I am. Know what I'm doing. That's okay. If it goes to 0, who cares? Whatever. We'll just move on. All right. So much juicy for you. So many bottom signals appearing. Thank you very much. I even have alert here in capital letters. All the major noobs, which are newbies, have signaled aggressive HEX bottom signals. Bitcoin maxis are now posting about HEX and PulseChain. Massive noobs are still holding after Bitcoin for 900 days. It's gone nowhere. You're literally down 900 days. And those people call Ethereum a scam. I'm buying more HEX. So just to let you know, more YouTube videos. HEX wrecked. So sad. So I think Mr. Bitcoin University, I watched the video and is very sneaky, okay, to show the audience the performance. What he does is, okay, he only shows you the past 60 to 90 days. Okay, he only shows you the part of the chart he wants you to see. If you watch the video, he only shows you this part against Bitcoin. He does not show you the full history on a log chart. You know how I know he did this? He also did it for Ethereum. So I watched his video, of course. When he was showing ETH BTC dropped like 10%. It was nothing. Like it was the tiniest movement, 10%. He showed it over a 4-month period and he's like, oh, Ethereum is just not competing with Bitcoin. I'm like, excuse me, sir, this is a 120-day chart. Did you know Ethereum is absolutely... What do you mean it's not competing? I was like, what? Are people actually swallowing this up? Yes, they are. So I remember, you know this little part here? Like, look at this tiny little candle, friends. He made a freaking video to say Ethereum is not winning because of like something like here. See this little rectangle? That's what he did. He literally put it on a daily chart. I'm going to show you right now. See this part? This is what he zoomed up in. He goes, oh, wow. Looks like Ethereum is collapsing against Bitcoin. He did this. Wow, 15%. Oh, golly gee. I have the full historical chart here for you. Funny how he shows you that. Look at that tiny little rectangle. People are actually watching this and they think they're going to make like a 50x on Bitcoin. How about you tell them that Ethereum is up 2,900% against Bitcoin. It's up 30x against Bitcoin since 2015. Did you know Bitcoin did a 100x since then? Yes. So Ethereum did a 30x on the 100x. That's right. Ethereum is up 3,000x from this point. Yes, it's true. It's absolutely true. Okay. So it's funny, right? So, you know, down here, look at this, where the love heart is. Oh, you get a check of friendship. Down here, 1 Bitcoin could buy you 500 Ethereum. Do you know how much 1 Bitcoin buys you today? Less than 15. You used to be able to afford 500 Bitcoin. Now you can only afford 15. Okay, so this is the. I'm glad I do all this research for you and to show you the same people fudding, say HEX and PulseChain. I watch their videos and I know this. Okay, we are not human. We wear fluffy slippers. We got the straightest backs in the southern and northern hemispheres. So when they post something like this, I was like, thank you. I'm going in even harder. Thank you very much. Very much, you know. I've seen this time and time again, friends. I know a lot of people, you get scared, you get anxious, you get anxiety. You're like, oh, I'm telling you now, markets are thin. When you see these big candles, it is not 30% of the ecosystem leaving, friends. It's literally like 2%. You know how thin liquidity is in all markets, in all crypto? When there are 200,000 people in HEX, you are not witnessing 40,000 people leave, all right? You're only witnessing like 5,000. Nothing. 5,000 out of 200,000. And guess what? They'll be eaten up and gobbled up. Once, HEX only had 50,000 and then 5,000 people left. And guess what? Now it's up to 200,000. So just like these little 5,000 paper hands are leaving, sweet, let them leave. Those 5,000 people, they don't leave limit orders. They are paying market. Okay, so that's why you can afford to like buy at market because it's just so outrageously cheap. Because they couldn't wait another month. They can't wait till September. They can't wait until the Bitcoin halving. They just can't wait. They have to get out now. So you take advantage of that. That's what we call capitulation. All right, and that's why you are my friend for life. So a lot of these friends. So even EHEX and PHEX noobs, there are even PHEX divorced ones. This dude in one click, he lost 10% on slippage, selling his whole HEX stack to get EHEX. So he's not only is he selling the ratio super low, he already paid like 10% slippage. So these people are doing it, and this is funny. From these numbers, right? He panic sold. If I even explained it here, if EHEX PHEX goes back to 1 at any point in history, this person has now lost 24% of his entire HEX stack from what he just did because he's doing this, okay? That is 3 years of staking yield gone in a flash because he was a paper hand, just like that. So people don't know the actual damage they're doing by being a paper hand, you know? So remember, this capitulation, I don't know. This is fine. This is what I want. Thank you. Thank you for giving me such an outrageously cheap price, okay? So I mentioned here, I bought more HEX capitulation today. I'm going to buy tomorrow again. Yes, I am. I bought today. I'm going to buy again tomorrow. You want to keep giving me these prices? I'll keep buying, all right? EHEX PX ratio 0.85, 0.73 doesn't matter. I think it's going to go near 1 day, and if it doesn't, who cares? All right, we're trying anyway. I don't think it's going to 0 if Pulse goes up. That's it. If you're bullish on the ecosystem, I think people come and play around. Just like how you're bullish on Ethereum, people bought JPEGs. You're bullish on Bitcoin, people bought altcoins. You know, it's the same thing. You don't know if you're in a big leverage multiplier or a tiny one. Okay, that's the punt. That's the punt at the end of the day. Okay, PulseChain is cheap. But PulseChain, PLS, is not at capitulation levels. It's cheap, but it ain't minus 98% down, okay? There's still a community here. Like, there's still 200,000 people, all right? If these people want to pay market and leave, good. It's free money. It's free money. So that's why a lot of people are wondering, hey, are you buying other coins? I already own them, man, okay? I already did all the homework. Like, there's nothing more I could possibly add here. The ChainLink is still in the same freaking range as May 2022. It has literally gone nowhere for over a year, friends. 390, 400 days going nowhere. Now, if ChainLink went down to $2, okay, I'm buying, but it's not. It's not. Okay, so this is the advantage you get if you're being a contrarian. You're looking for communities that have hyper volatility, where people believe that they're hated or they're scams or they're Ponzi's or they're cults. You will have these bouts of people capitulating, giving up, not knowing what they're doing. But it's all about having the microscope. You got your telescope. You got to look at everything. You got the binoculars out. Small, far, close, far. It doesn't really matter. You got to look at everything. You don't know where it's going to appear, but when it appears, it's a bit obvious. Like this big, fat, red candle. You know what else is obvious? Absolutely our friendship. Tell mum and dad that you're going to buy some capitulation. Like, subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one, friends.